I'm suggesting you get out of here before I have to get snooty.
Snooty?
Snotty.
Snotty.
Hey guys, welcome to Phlearn. My name is Abe Froman. I'm the Sausage King of Chicago. You can find me on Twitter at AKNacer. And today we're talking all about DIY stuff, and I'm gonna show you guys this snoot that I made, and it's awesome. This is absolutely ridiculous, and I know it's absolutely ridiculous, but that's the point of some DIY stuff. So today, I'm gonna show you guys how I did this, and we're gonna talk about some other DIY stuff. And this contest this week, it's awesome, and I know you guys are gonna do great. Basically, I want you guys to submit your best DIY project. So anything to do with photography, Photoshop, lighting, accessories, whatever. Anything that you've made yourself. DIY stands for, what's it stand for, Rams? Do it yourself. There we go. For those of you guys who are in other countries or who are like me and don't actually know what it stands for. So for those of you guys, show me what you guys got. Take a picture of it, talk about it, tweet about it, whatever, DIY stuff. That's the contest for this week. You got all week to win it. Just posted it in a comment below, and the best 5 people to submit their coolest DIY projects are gonna each win a Phlearn Pro. And this week is gonna be awesome. It's Valentine's Day this weekend, and it's going to be, oh my God, the Phlearn Pro that we're releasing is sick to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, let's show you guys this snoot. So, can they see the whole setup here, Ams? It's a beautiful monstrosity. Basically, let me tell you guys first of all what a snoot is, and then why this is what I call a super snoot. A snoot's basically, you have a light, and it's a way to direct a beam of light. So you can direct a beam to a relatively small point. And this super snoot is developed for a very specific reason. It's for a photo shoot that we've got coming up this Friday, and we need something very specific done to it. So I'm gonna tell you guys about what that is, but first let's go ahead and show you guys how I built it. So this is, it's total DIY, guys. And my whole thing with DIY is like, there's two ways to go with it. If it's something you can just buy and it's not that expensive, usually I'll buy it just because I like making DIY stuff, but my time is usually better spent doing the things that I'm actually good at, right? Like taking pictures and doing the Photoshop stuff. So if I can buy a softbox, usually I will, but that's just me. That's just how I work. But this, you can't actually buy this because it has to be made specifically for a photo shoot. So this is a regular 7-inch reflector, and it's actually going into, see it's taped, this guy here is actually made to go on my light. It's a white lightning. It's taped, this is all just gaffer tape and stuff, like really it does not have to be that fancy. It's taped onto another reflector, and this is a reflector you can buy at like Lowe's or Home Depot or something. This is actually for like a standard light, pointed at you there. Okay, now from this we have a tube. This is probably like a 3 foot or so, just steel tube, and this you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot as well. So this is hollow, by the way. So we've got a light, it's being projected out through the regular 7-inch reflector and then back in to this guy, which has a really small opening. This is just taped and then all the way back through here. Now to stabilize it, we've got this, I'm actually really proud of this, so if you think this sucks, keep your comments to yourself. We've got this extension arm. It's hooked with a, this is a super clamp here with just a regular knuckle here, and it's on an extension arm with a knuckle as well. So this is basically what's holding this rod in place. And it's kind of cool because we have a 3-point kind of like movement system in here. So if we need to move it, we actually can. All you have to do is release this guy. This is going to be a little wonky for a second, but it'll all get solid again in a second, I promise. Release that guy and release this guy. And depending on what angle you want, you can actually do it. And it's, you know, because it's a triangle, it'll let you do this. Now, this has to be solid on there because obviously, you know, you don't want your snoot to just be like moving around and like droopy and stuff right there. It has to be solid, right? So let's say we want it to be at this angle. We'll go ahead and lock this in there first. Go ahead and lock that guy in there. There we go. And then we'll lock this in place too. All right, and there we can see, now we have a relatively solid snoot. I mean, it's not going anywhere and it's pointing straight to where we want to point it. So we have a light and it's going straight to the end of the rod. Now, we're gonna go ahead and test this. Can you see, well, I'll just point it towards the camera for a second. So, can you see it into the camera?
Go up a little bit.
Go up? I'm just gonna pull it back this time so I don't have to do all that. How's that? Whoa. Can you see it? It's pretty cool, so it's coming like right out there. And the whole point of this, guys, what we're doing with this shoot in particular is, it's gonna be so awesome. The whole shoot is inspired by like a maybe like 16th, 17th century small village where these three witches have gathered around to like basically find what's going on with a little boy. So the shoot's gonna be awesome, lit like crazy, and the boy's gonna be laying on like a, you know, planks of wood and things like that. And what we're gonna be doing is taking this guy here, and I'm actually going to take a ping pong ball and put it right here on the end. We're just gonna glue a ping pong ball to the end of this. So we've got this big light coming through all the way here, and then a ping pong ball at the end. And in here, I might stick like a blue gel or something like that. We're gonna talk about gels later this week, but you can put gels in your lights to just change the color of them. So this ping pong ball's gonna be here at the end, and the idea of the shot is like this, the child's like spirit or soul or something like that is gonna be coming out of his mouth. So he's gonna be like laying on his back with his mouth open, and there's gonna be like a little ball of a soul kind of like coming right out of it. And we wanna make that a light source too. So basically we need a blue light source that's about this big right here on his mouth that's going to be lighting the people in the actual photo. Now, we can't have this big old light like actually in the shot because it's supposed to be like really small. So this is a way to come up with that. So basically we have this light, it's coming out through here, it's gonna be a little ping pong ball, and then we just, you know, bonk. We put this off stage, and then this ping pong ball right here goes like right above the guy's mouth. And then if this is coming from behind, you won't even be able to actually see any of this rig. So it's a big rig just to get like a nice blue glowing ball at the end. Now, is this the best way to make a blue glowing ball? Probably not. It's just the way that I came up with, and we have a shoot on Friday. So that's how we're gonna do it. But like using it like a flashlight and stuff like that, you could do that sort of thing, but the reason I want to do this is because it's still a strobe light, and we can still get a decent bit of light coming from the strobe, and I can sync it with my other strobes and things like that. So, you know, you could use other things to make a bit of light, but this has to be quite a bit of, like, it has to be a lot of light. It can't just be a little bit of light. So let me show you guys how it works. Hopefully you can see the backdrop here. All right, there we go. Can they see that? See the light beam? So basically I'm gonna hit this button and it fires light and hits a solid point. So this is what I would call a super snoot. And it works like a genius. And that's it, guys. That's what this is. Now, I've done other DIY stuff before, built like homemade softboxes and grids and flags and things like that. Basically anything you can find. Gaffer tape, duct tape, those are gonna be your best friends in making something yourself. And modifiers, they're kind of fun to make because this is not something you could go out to like any, I mean, Paul Buff, for instance, does not sell anything like this. They do sell snoots, but they don't sell like a super long snoot that I can attach a golf ball or a ping pong ball to the end of. So that's why I made this, guys. But making your own stuff is a lot of fun, and it can be rewarding, and it can be time sucking your time away, but it can not suck your money away. So if you have a lot more time than money, then this is a good one. Do yourself the DIY stuff. If you've got a lot more money than time, it's probably worth it to just buy something. But there are not a whole lot of us in that second bracket. Most of us are in that first bracket where we have more time than money. I know I am anyway. So that's the episode for today, guys. Pretty cool, simple, easy. I just want to show you guys you can totally make stuff. It's totally valid. I work with professional clients all the time, and I bring shit like this to the stage, and they're like, okay, cool. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna make a nice picture? And I'll say, yeah, it's gonna work. And I'll say, good, go for it. That's about what that is. Guys, thanks so much for watching Phlearn. I can't wait to see your DIY projects. Submit them down below. You guys are gonna win some pros. See you, everyone. Bye.